everybody, my name is Joan Stevens and I am coming to you tonight to speak about Zearn. It's an e-learning platform. So to get started, bonjour to all. This presentation will focus on the latest e-learning application called Zearn. What is Zearn? Explains exactly what Zearn is and the founders of Zearn, but I won't read off of that. I'll just say it in my own words. Zearn is a curriculum platform that's based online. It was founded by Shailene Shamar and Evan Rudall, and it is from a nonprofit organization. This platform that they have, it's awesome. I really love Zearn for my children. Zearn is something like they go in class, say a math class, and they're learning something in math. If the student can't get it, it's okay. They don't have to go home and go to mom, and mom has to try to teach them, or dad. Zearn is a platform where, to say if they're doing a lesson of addition. So Zearn will have a whole lesson about addition. It'll have someone speaking to the child and they have their headphones listening to it, saying exactly how to add. And it shows different little pictures and it's really cute. At the end of the lesson, it'll have a little quiz. And if the child is not doing well, they will make them redo it. So also the teacher will get the information to see if the student is falling behind in a particular area or if they're doing it really well. Next thing I'll say, Zearn in class. So Zearn, usually back then when I was young, we had a teacher teach us the whole time, and we didn't have anything else. It was just the teacher with the giving us instructions what to do and how to learn math. Zearn is in class, so they'll have half part of the math class as a teacher speaking, then they'll also have half of it with Zearn. They would get on their laptops to do a lesson and then go from there, and then they could see what level they're on. Just to say, completed lessons, students work through grade level, math lessons independently. Lessons include a balance of fluency, activities, guided instruction, and independent practice. So they're doing it on their own. They're being capable of not being so dependent on the teacher. Receiving support, students receive just-in-time support to help them learn from their mistakes. So like I said, if they do something wrong on Zearn, if they get something wrong, Zearn will say, hey, you got this wrong, let's recap and let's do it again. And it'll go through the lesson kind of a little bit over again, and then they try again to try to pass the lesson. Completing daily diagnostics. So once a student does a lesson, it's sent to the teacher, and the teacher could see if they're falling behind in a particular section, or if they're doing really well, and how the teacher can move forward, or send information to parents, and also put it in their folder of what, how they're doing. Zearn at home. So the students can take their laptops home. Also, if they have a home computer, they have a Clever badge. A Clever badge is just a little sticky that they'll put up in front of camera, and it'll log the student in with that ID. And the student can, finish off from where they left off in class, and just start back from where they learned from what they did in class, and just go from there. And to say if they're falling behind with some lessons and they couldn't get some done in class, they could go home and catch up. And that's the good thing. They could always go for the weekend and just do some extra work, and have that available to them. Next, some pros of Zearn. I won't read everything, but I'll just say I'll read some of them. So it's self-paced learning. So each student has their own little ID. So it's built for that student. So to say if they're falling behind in something, if one student is falling behind in addition, another one is falling behind in subtraction, it will separate that. So it'll show what student is doing what the other student is doing, so the teacher could see how the class in a whole is doing and what student needs to work on what, or if a student has a IEP and the inclusion teacher needs to go ask some questions, they'll be able to see where they're falling behind. Also, let's see, confidence students, and I feel like it builds confidence for the students, because my daughter does it all the time, and when she passes a level or something, she's like, oh yeah, I passed the level. She's really excited. It gives her real good confidence to say, oh mom, I know this math. She goes back to her teacher tells me, and she says, hey, I did so much Zearn for the weekend. And the students just love it. They enjoy doing it. It's really a fun little application. So what more can you want from a child to have fun and learning at the same time? And this is like a support tool. If they're falling behind, like I said already, in class, this is for the student to be able to go home and be able to get some extra help. Next thing is, what's the cost? Zearn is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Teachers can have up to 35 students on one application for her Zearn, and she'd be able to monitor. Recap. Basically, Zearn is a free platform for e-learning for a certain curriculum for students in a lower grade level, mostly like from K through maybe 4th or 5th grade. So Zearn is a really good thing. It's nationwide. A lot of people are using it. And I think that a child can get tired and kind of drained hearing a teacher over and over all day, every day. But since they have this tool, I think it gives the children just a little bit more excitement about wanting to learn and wanting to do extra work at home. So that's all I have on Zearn. I think that this is a great application. I got to learn a little more by doing some investigation on it, and just getting to know like the background of Zearn, exactly how it started. And I would not pick another. I feel like this is like one of the best things out there for children and students. Okay, and then the last page is some references here that shows where I got some of my information when I did my investigating to get some information on Zearn. I will put a little clip. My daughter wanted to do a video and talk about Zearn, so I'll put that also in there. Thank you.